Hello everybody, my name is PaulyPoe, and we are doing some more West of Loathing. I keep forgetting everything that I have to do. Why would I just wander about? I believe I turned in everything. The whole, killing of the bad guys, as it were. I have to go to Cavern Canyon, though. I have to take out other bad guys. And, luckily, I remember shooting myself. Ow. Also, yeah, use hammer or crowbar. I still don't have a crowbar. Aha. Wait, what? You drained some delicious coffee from the cactus flower stalks. That's not how that works. Ow. I'm gonna go in the one that didn't say that there was... Hold on. There's gotta be... Is there no sneaky thing? Can't get past this pile of junk without making a racket and alert. Oh! Maybe I did it good. I'm so sneaky. I mean... I gotta take him. Okay, you are really pushing your luck here. If you get any closer, they're definitely going to attack you. Okay, then. That's what I wanted. Oh no, they have cover. These hats look great. God dang it. I'm dying here. I might want to deploy the decoy. Hold on. First, and I'm not going to poison myself. Also, I am going to turn down the volume because this music is loud. First, I'm going to poison. Does this work? It does work. I am a genius. Just... Oh, it doesn't work that way. That doesn't poison people, does it? I am severely injured. So I kind of want to make some cover. Ow. That did not work. Man. Am I missing something here? I feel like I get damaged way too easily. Let's see. I am still taking a lot of damage. Whip it. As long as I poison them, right? It'll work out in my favor. Let's hit the guy that isn't poisoned. Hopefully the poison will work on him. They just keep attacking me. That's the problem here. I'm dead. Oh, I'm almost dead. Sure. I'll poison you. And then I'll shoot you. For reasons. Yeah, they're all not gonna die this turn. And I'm pretty sure once I'm dead... Yeah, it's game over. It's a little strange. I feel like I'm not able to take hits at all. Is it just because I'm not utilizing all the things? Such as like this? Like I'm not using all my little tidbits? It increases a lot of damage, but I feel like that would be nice. Ah, so smooth. Toilet pistol. Tainted milk. Also, they're probably gone. Oh, they're not gone. I still have an opportunity. Medicine. This crate has medicine scrolled up. What are you doing? So I actually got medicine. Oh. You should leave right now before that spider eats you. Oh, I can't go back. Oh, that's not cool. So I had to, like, pick what I wanted. I wanted to stay, like, I wanted to see if I could, like, go out and then go back in, but no. Mostly scabs. Just because I bumped into a billion cactuses. What does that do? Also, yeah, I don't think I've leveled up either. Mostly scabs. Hey! I get more hit points out of it, so no shame in that. Whoops. You know what? I'm going to deck myself out. I don't do spells. My health, I believe, is at max, because I died. But I am going to increase a lot of things. I probably should have read that. It would have said something witty and funny. Also, is there nothing that I can do? Okay, now I get to go first. Okay. I think I just need to do damage. Actually, no. I should poison him. And I should try to get rid of as many people as possible while the poison does all its business. I'm just gonna keep whipping him, I guess. Whip it! I really don't know of any good strategies for this. Aside from the fact that I used a bunch of buffs. I guess, yeah, just stab him. And just shoot him. So yeah, like, unless I use a bunch of buffs, I feel like I can't really fight them fairly. I got a stripy hat. You also took one of those horrible hats as a souvenir. You take the leader's tattooed tooth as a means of identifying him. Sweet. Danger kitchen? Danger bar? Huh. Looks like this place needs a new bartender. What's this? A jaw harp. We had a jaw harp, and he had a jaw harp in his pocket. Maybe they killed him for playing the jaw harp too much. But all these bottles are empty. Not a thing? The poor chef is chained to the wall. His eyes widen as you approach. Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me? Sure. Oh, thank goodness. He thrusts his hand into yours and shakes vigorously. I'm Doug. Sylvester, how do you do, Doug? Well, I've been chained up in this dank cave for weeks. Dank, bro. Cooking for those stripy hat idiots. That sounds awful. You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to the right and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left. The chain is only 4 feet long. I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school with a million meat idea in my head. And now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again. What million meat idea? promise not to steal my idea, right? Yeah, I promise. Okay then. It's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage. But it's sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of a pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore. Sounds familiar. And it's served in a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part, the name. You ready to hear the name? Sure. I call it the hot dog. It sounds great. How about the hot Sylvester instead? Sure, it sounds great. Thanks. He sighs. Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs just for myself. I don't even like the taste of them. You could set up shop in Dirtwater. Oh, is that what all those vacancies were? Brilliant. You're a genius, Sylvester. Hot dogs for sale all day, every day. I'll make them mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint to the sausage mixture? You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about new sausage recipes. So I wonder if there was any way I could have actually profited out of that. Or is this possibly the most profit that I could have made? And I don't think I can go back into the cave, right? Nope. Oh, I probably should have talked to her first, right? Danger, Spider. One of us better watch the horses. They ain't gonna do much good. Drug off into a hole somewhere. Yeah. I guess time to go. Fort Cowardice, I think, had another game. You happen across an abandoned crate, which apparently fell off a wagon. It's mine, all mine. Thermos of spiked coffee, a can of oil, and dynamite. Sweet. I need a crowbar, though. It seems like crowbar is quite important. Mug of cactus beer. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make cannonade. That's not the saying at all. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to explore. Look at things. Look at the stuffs. Okay, I have looked at the stuffs. Or have I? I don't know. You climb up into the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view from up there. Climb down. I know. What am I doing here, by the way? I don't remember. Do I have... I don't think there is like a journal or anything. This must be the math tent. Get it? Because there's a plus sign. Ooh. You hear the sounds of several goblins snoring inside this tent. Leave them alone. Not yet, anyway. I am curious. The cabinet is mostly empty, but there are a handful of boring personal records in the back floor drawer. They are incredibly boring. Fine, you read one. First Lieutenant Rebecca LeBlanc, 76 Pyrotechnics Division, pay grade 04, B 8.12.46, December 9, 2774, blood type AB negative, good conduct medal. Satisfied? No, another. It's so fun to read them. Does this keep going? Now you're just looking at the same ones you've read before. What is wrong with you? I can't get enough. I feel like I should probably be reading these. But I'm also curious, because... Okay. I don't think it's gonna do anything else. This was once a reception desk, but now the most appropriate thing for it to do to be a free trip to the dump. I can't pick the lock. What does lock picking require? Is it like... Because I know certain stats boost... like it boosts like mysticism or something like that. I forget what it called. Mysticality. Blah, 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 blah. Muscle, mysticality, and moxie. So there's like 3 stats that are really important. And so if I was to eat the turnip, would it improve enough to help? Sure. You can't eat that because you're already too full. Level up your grit to increase your appetite. Oh, so that adds up to why I can't just eat everything. This hat is terrible and everyone will hate you if you wear it. So, there goes that idea. The cupboard is bare, and it's also not really a cupboard. It's a shelf. Take it. Military grade whiskey, and hardtack. Bleh. Anything in here? Spice rack. Shaker of saltpeter. That was required by somebody. And I forget who. I don't remember. Okay, so I've officially looked in there. The cot is soaked with blood. Ugh. Based on papers and anatomical diagrams scattered across its surface, you're guessing this desk belonged to Fort Cowardice nurse. Looking for papers. The papers are mostly just boring medical records. Dental, the big words. Lamentations and that antibiotics haven't been discovered yet. That kind of thing. Hey, wait, what's this? This looks like it might be important. Look at the diagrams. It's just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies. Cool. The shelf still has some unlooted medical supplies on it. Render them looted. Army field trauma kit. Maybe I should have gone here first. It seems like I'm getting a ton of health. Like health goods. The sign says toilet. That sign says toilet and goblin, which makes it seem pretty likely that goblins use this tent as a toilet. No way are you gonna go in there. What if I didn't read goblin? That would have been interesting. What if I actually gone in there and just see this like huge mess? The sign has the goblin word for toilet on it. I want the cannon. Demi Culverin. What? Yikes, this misshapen definitely got somebody fired. Well, the only place to go now is in the tent full of goblins. We got the jump on him. Quickly, shoot everybody. I probably want to wound the tough-looking one. And she can practically kill this one. Probably should have. Okay, they're not doing that much damage, so I'm not too concerned. Strategy is not required. Unlike the last fight that I was in. I probably should have just finished the wall. But yeah, like, I've noticed that there's some fights that just seem, like, way harder. The footlocker is empty. An unlocked footlocker. I guess that makes it just a footer. Full canteen, chemical bullet, incendiary bullet. Oh, so now can I get, like, special guns to shoot? Kick it open! Hardtack, military grade whiskey. I got a lot of whiskey. I think I have at least 3 bottles worth. Don't know if it's necessary, though. Well, I guess I'm done here. I'm just gonna mosey on down. I don't want to go to the railroad camp yet. So I'm gonna head back to Dirtwater. Yeah. You discovered a new map location, Shaggy Dog Cave. Go there now. Let's hope that was a good idea. Oh. Hey there, Susie. There's another ranch out this way, the Butterfield Ranch, dairy farm mainly. Alright, we can check it out. I just got here and you're telling me to go somewhere else. Good idea. Get some more of that bug and cactus beer. You're getting good at this stuff. I got green thumb. I don't know what it does. You're no greenhorn when it comes to foraging. Gain experience from foraging. That's pretty effective, seeming on how I've been doing it everywhere I go. Shaggy Dog Cave inside. Is there going to be a shaggy dog? There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Read it. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887. As recorded by Jim Plaque. Another plaque. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, a map purported to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Hole Jr. And the years before the cows came home, I, Jim Plackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman and Cyrus Howard and Douglas Watts and blah 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 blah, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. Speaking of treasure, I remember a treasure, a legendary treasure, but I don't know if it's here. There's a plaque bolted to the cave wall here. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a butt for. Ha 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 ha. After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Cy, who was satisfied with water. I hope I'm not missing anything. The barman provided our drinks as requested and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we'd care to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Unfortunately, the only supplies missing were the butt for and the entire basket of eggs, apart from one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. Doug was apparently there. I don't remember them mentioning Doug on the plaques. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Cy, after a drawing of lots, to share. Where's the shaggy dog? After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement butt for, we headed out upon the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took small solace in the fact that it would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. Length is a problem here. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during one trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 2 or 3 hours out of dirt water when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object particularly buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. Please, no more plaques. How long is this cave? Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we do not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed and continued our way. On our way. Sometime later, we encountered a large Adobe? I didn't know that they had computer programs. Adobe hut occupied by 2 identical seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as peculiar given that there were 2 of them, which I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the direction. We all agreed that it was an unusual sight indeed. Hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our but-for. That's a mouthful. For our but-for. And we continued our way, excited to finally be nearing the goal. I'm excited too. I just want the reading to stop. After 2 more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave, carefully keeping our excitement in check. At least we become incautious. We unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shades of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg we had saved from our basket that had stolen in dirt water. Once we were rested, we decided the time had come to explore the cave. Did I don't think I walked this way. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, and any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered that antique oil lamp during our travels. He gave the brass a quick shine and lit the wick. We were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. I didn't walk past one, did I? No. Okay. Whew. You can see why I would think that I went past one, as the cave just repeats itself. As we headed into the cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there was no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with the tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. I am not as entertained as you might hope. I am getting annoyed. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel, while Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with the excavation. I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of perhaps an hour before Cy's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which broke easily with a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid slowly, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brightly upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals such as promised by the legends of Black Coal Jr. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest into our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. It's a hole. A completely empty one. I read all that just to walk back. I'm glad their events were so happy. I'm not missing anything, am I? I'm just actually... I did this for nothing. Why is this even highlighted? They said that they drug it out and they took it and it's gone. It's all gone. Oh, it's so sad. Well, that's all the time that I have for now. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and if you did, do your thing down below, and I will see you in the next party in the next episode. Bye!